Hello, and welcome to my talk for this week. Well, it's been quite a week since I last spoke to you. Unfortunately, the COVID-19 numbers in our province have gone up very significantly, and restrictions we had hoped were behind us have returned. I know that most, if not all of us, are frustrated by this ongoing situation. We want to get back to something like normal, yet the virus keeps moving the goalposts. This Thursday is Orange Shirt Day, when we remember the issues around reconciliation with Indigenous peoples across our country. The discovery earlier in the year of unmarked graves at former residential schools has heightened awareness across the land of some of the long-standing difficulties between different communities in our country. It seems to me that during the last year, cracks have appeared in our social fabric over numerous issues. Perhaps it's the pandemic, which has thrown them into sharp relief. But it seems that we're less able to disagree with grace. As someone who moved to Canada well into my adult life, I was 38 years old, one of the big differences I noticed between here and the UK was the greater generosity of spirit that I found here compared with Britain. The pace of life was slower, and people seemed to be less angry with each other. I'm not saying that problems were not present and that all in the garden was lovely, but I noticed a profound difference between here and there. Although I still think that many of the differences I noticed on my arrival are still very much here, I think that we're not as patient with each other as we were a mere 20 years ago. Generally, we still care for each other, as has been demonstrated through our response to COVID. But across the country, there seems to be a greater impatience with those with whom we disagree. Over the scope of human history, this is not something which is unknown. It seems that we're having a global shift at the moment, where the established ways of doing things are breaking down and new ways are emerging. At the time of the decline of the Roman Empire, St. Augustine of Hippo noticed a similar thing, and it led to him writing maybe his best known work, The City of God. This is a complicated work of philosophy and Christian apologetics, but in it he points to there being two cities which coexist, the city of God and the city of man. As in the parable of the wheat and the weeds, these cities can't be separated, but it's the work of the citizens of the city of God to be faithful and to show Christian virtue within the midst of uncertainty, to demonstrate the hope within us despite the situation around us. I suggest that Augustine has things to teach us at this time. Once again, thank you for being here. I trust that you will have a good week. So, God bless and stay safe.